Okay, I'm really excited to have you all here, about 8 of us in this meeting. Really a pleasure to have you here. We have a special tool with us, the RoyalQ technology, and we want people to appreciate what makes it thick. Short-term thinking doesn't work. This is the big picture, which is the poverty eradication in just a few years. So there are different ways of looking at this. A person can decide to look at one line as a year. A person can decide to look at one line as a year. Even if you look at one line as a year, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, 8 years plus 9 years. A person can start with $3,000 and hit $1 million in 8 to 9 years. And we have not even embedded compounding. We have not embedded compounding. We're just dealing with whatever you have at the beginning of the year, your first buying amount, locking it that way for the rest of the trading cycle. But what I want you to know is that this is the worst case scenario. And I say worst case scenario because we've seen trades having, $40, $13. So let's just say if you have an average of $20 if you have an average of $20 every single day, an average, this is the worst case scenario. If you have about $20 gains every single day and you multiply that by, 30 days, that is $600. Now, if you divide that by $3,000, times 100, that is 20% in a month. That is as bad as bad. So that is to show you the power of what we're saying here. If you have 20% in a month, I think that is a good deal. And it means that every 5 months, you will make 100% gain. So even if you want to eat up your first 100% gain because of your needs, and then go on the second cycle to get a second 100% gain in the second half of the year, that means you want to do one line a year. That is, you want to do one line a year. That means your first 100% gain, you want to spend it on yourself, and then you accumulate the second 100% gain to go into your second year. All right, but smart people want to hit their goals faster. And that is why I tell you that based on this slide, this is the year one, first part of year one, second part of year one. This is what you can do. You can start with $3,000. At the end of 6 months, 5 months to 6 months, you have $6,000. You bring that balance forward, go from the second half of the year to the end of the year. If you keep on in this cycle, I tell you, 4 or 5 years, and we have not added compounding. If we add compounding, it will shock you. You can add compounding by simply, adding $5 to your first buying amount for every $1,000 gain that you make. So by default, the first buying amount for the $3,000 trading system is $15. By the time you trade and you get $4,000, automatically your first buying amount will go to $20. By the time you get to $5,000, automatically your first buying amount goes to $25. If you use this method, you'll be able to hit your goals even faster, less than 4 years old, less than these 5 years we're writing here, all right? Because we did not even put compounding elements. And trust me, if you make your first $500, who says you can't increase it from 15 to 17.5? Yes, for every $500, increase your first buying amount by $2.5. That's it. And before you know it, the momentum of your trades will begin to shock you. So please, this screen here is real. And forget about whether it's 10 persons, whether it's whatever duration the people agree on is a personal decision. This is just a suggestion made by a member of the team to help people who don't have the capital to come together, collocate, and achieve great success. But each person can do this. What if you don't have money now? Start with the hands-on trading. All right. With the hands-on trading, you can begin, master how the bot works, and one day you're going to get your $3,000, and then you're going to start trading. Whenever you start your $3,000 trading, that's good money for you. But the good thing is, it's good for us to have this before the bull run begins. And honestly, with the halving happening early next year, first quarter of next year, maybe around April, with the halving that is happening, a lot, a lot of miracles will start happening on the blockchain space. You want to be positioned for greatness. All right. You want to be well positioned for greatness. You don't want to be caught napping when others begin to see the power of what is possible. I tell you this, in August, people made 70, 80, 90% gains in August trading with this method. People made massive gains. Remember, at the end of August, we made a prediction that September has always been a dipping month in the blockchain. All right, September has always been a month where Bitcoin stays deep. Now, look at the Bitcoin price movement. You can see that Bitcoin has no direction. I need us to understand, for those who are just starting the $3,000 trading, this is what Bitcoin is showing you. All right. Right at the beginning of, at the end of September, at the end of August, beginning of September, there was a crash, kind of moderate crash. So the support level, we know September is usually a sideways month or a dipping month. So don't be surprised if you see Bitcoin dipping, but we might also be surprised that Bitcoin will go crazy and rise up. So here are the liquidity levels that we have. We have some sell zone liquidity levels. So if it's dropping, it can drop and drop and drop even up to here. All right. It can drop even up to here. Okay. And if it's rising, it can rise. There's money here, money here, there's money here, there's money here, there's money here. So it can go any direction. In fact, traders are watching Bitcoin. Traders are watching Bitcoin to see what Bitcoin wants to do. Because, of course, Bitcoin governs a lot of the market. So this is where we are. This is a serious support level, and it's still holding. All right. If I want to mark this on Bitcoin now, I'll change to the line chart, and I'm going to decide to take the horizontal line, and I'm going to place it here. Yeah. This is a serious support level. Okay. A serious support level. Another serious level for Bitcoin was here, at least for the recent times. Another serious level, this is drawing of support and resistance. We've shown this several times, and we'll show you again. First of all, you change to the line formation just for ease. Of course, there are different ways of drawing support and resistance. I mean, whatever works for you. And here it is. We're just placing this right here again. Okay. Of course, there are moderate points here, but the reason I won't take this here is, if you look at it, the price difference between here and here is tiny. So I don't think we need to put any mark here again. All right. All right. So, but we can put a mark here to show, yeah, that there's a kind of noise here. Okay. Because if you look at it, price movement from here to here is what? 2%. So that's good enough. Okay, so that's why we can draw that there. 2%, not bad. Okay, remember, we like to draw our support and resistance for the 4-hour chart. So that's where we are. Okay. Remember, we teach you how to draw support and resistance. So this technical session is also taking you down memory lane on how we draw these support and resistance lines. Yeah, so let's just put this here. And, let's put this here again. There's also a line here. It's bouncing off here. I don't like to draw too many of those lines, so your chart doesn't look cluttered. But you can see the key points. Okay, we're just drawing the key points. This is on Bitcoin now, because this month, I think is important for the monitoring of the price of Bitcoin is important. So this is why we're drawing the lines on Bitcoin. This is an important month of September. I remember the first September we experienced in RoyalQ, everybody panicked and went crazy. People said, oh my God, my coin is dipping. When we're trading $100, we're using $100 to trade 5 or 10 coins. The greed we had back then were just very silly traders. All right, so this is just a simple thing. A lot of charts have been drawn here earlier. I think I need to delete some of these lines. All right, so this is it. Okay, this is what Bitcoin is telling us. All right, and we are here currently. So let's face the facts. We can have a drop in price this September that will take us back to this line. Yeah, Bitcoin can drop that to this line, but you're not worried. You're not bothered about any of that, because with our autopilot setting, we position you for a good 118% drop in price. Okay, so this is how you draw your support and resistance on any coin of your choice. At the end of the webinar, we might tell somebody to volunteer a coin and we can draw fresh again. So after drawing, I usually go to 1-hour chart, and the 1-hour chart helps me to have a good view of the market. Yeah, excellent. I'll put on my candlestick charts. I don't really need to use Heiken Hashi because I want to see the candles as they are. All right, so this is a little bit of how to, once you draw your support and resistance line, this is the first thing we tell you to do. Draw your support and resistance line. Once you draw your support and resistance line, then observe the ones that coincide with the liquidity levels. You also need to put your eyes on the liquidity levels. The liquidity levels can change. So this indicator is called HTF liquidity, and we've spoken about it several times. So here it is. You can just make sure you check the daily and weekly. If you want to put the monthly, fine. But I don't really think you need to bother with the monthly. All right, daily, weekly. Don't bother checking 1 hour and 4 hours to give you so many lines, and might make it difficult to read. Then you, of course, these settings are just there by default. Yeah, all these are default settings. Okay, and that's it. All right, if I want to experiment and remove these lines, you see, it has taken away the lines, but hey, it brought it back. So you just save it as default. Save as default. Okay, so that's it. You need, in the energy team, we tell people, honestly, you need to trade, apart from market bias telling you the direction of a trend, you need to know your support and resistance lines and also know the liquidity levels. The reason is this: if I enter here and I want to take profit, this is why I love to look at the liquidity levels. If I enter here and I want to enter this trade, of course, I can't stop here. All right, this is less than 1%. I might just wait, instead of waiting till this line, 7.3%. I'll just come below this liquidity level and be okay with 6.5 or even 6%. All right, I'll just say, let me be below this liquidity level. The reason is because If I keep waiting, it might hit that liquidity level and reverse. Okay, that is why I tell our people to use the liquidity levels. You drew these lines are approximate. Honestly, the liquidity level shows you where money is. So you want to cash out people. So just stay below the liquidity level and you are sure to bank a good trade. All right. Trust me, these are trade secrets. This is how we decide percentage profit to give to you. All right. So always work with your support and resistance lines along with your HTF liquidity levels. Okay. So that's it. That's it there for Bitcoin. So what's Bitcoin going to do? Let's see. What's Bitcoin going to do? If you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is sideways. Nobody can tell you for sure what Bitcoin is going to do. What we know is that this position has been tested here. It's also been tested here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's been tested 8 times, 9 times. So I tell you, price has refused to go below here. So this $25,000 position looks like a very stubborn position for a Bitcoin, but it doesn't matter. Remember what happened here too. It was this way, and before there was a dump. All right, so market can go anywhere. Nobody can tell you for sure where the market is going to go. But if I wanted to have a clear view, I could go to 4-hour chart. And I could see on the 4-hour chart, market bias is reddish. I can also see this this support line is holding. I can almost tell you that there will be an upward trend, an upward movement. I can almost tell you that because this movement is going to repeat itself, likely, before it will dip. All right. But hey, nobody can tell you 100%. That's just the truth of the matter. All right. Nobody can tell you 100% what the market is going to do. So what you can do for Bitcoin analysis is to draw your parallel channel. So your parallel channel, we're in a sideways market, so nowhere even has head now. So let's change this to line chart to make it easier for us to draw. Because the market is kind of crazy, yeah? The market is kind of crazy. So we just do this here. I'll click on it. All right. I can almost tell you what Bitcoin is going to do. Are you seeing the shape of Bitcoin? If you are seeing the shape of Bitcoin, let me know. Are you seeing the shape of Bitcoin? Am I muted? No, I'm not muted now.
Yes, we are seeing it.
All right, so I can tell you literally that this has happened. It hit here and it came down here. The likely next move is up here. But I don't know whether this liquidity level will affect it, but it will likely go up and reach this middle. Remember, when it comes to the parallel channel, when it starts going, it will likely hit this middle and reverse. This middle line, all right? It can hit this middle line and reverse, or it can go to the top here and reverse. So if I see clear candles, I can tell you Bitcoin is going to pump soon. The market might not be as bullish as people are expecting, but there's a lot of indecisiveness right now. Nobody's sure. All right, so let's just imagine if you were to have a trade from here and you took it to this place, 3%, you walk away. So why should you walk away with 3%? This is September. Oh, don't be greedy. It might get here. All right, so this is why I love the liquidity. I don't have to put it to touch this line. I don't have to put it to touch the support or resistance line. I can see the liquidity level here. I will just stop it here. If I 6%, 6.4%. I'll just take that profit, 6.4%. But I'll be very careful because this 6%, it might happen, but it might also just hit here, which is 2.9%. So you can just do your 2.5%, take it and get out. So Bitcoin can do this 2.5 and then continue downwards if it wishes. Just remember I said it here. We'll now see what's going to happen for the rest of the month. But I can literally predict to you that this Bitcoin here will likely jump up to this middle line or go closer to the top of this place. Before it begins to dip, it might still come down and test this support of this support. But this is likely going to happen. And all we need to do is to monitor the candles. But right now you can't, there's no candle, all right? There's no initiation candle. Just stay clear of this Bitcoin market. If you are on manual trading, just try and observe, wait for when the market shows you the direction, because if it's dipping, it's likely going to dip to this point, okay? And it could dip to this point. So how much percentage drop would that be if it's dipping from here? If it's dipping from here to this level, that's 15%. All right, so 15% is okay for a dip, but trust me, in some rainy Septembers, it could give you up to this, or even this next level, 30%. All right, so just be prepared. That's why I say when you're trading, trade with 30% drop in price. So we'll just use this opportunity to show you a little bit about how we look at the market. All right, we'll show you how we look at the market and what we expect Bitcoin to do. Remember, if Bitcoin obeys what we said, that it goes up, remember to go to our groups and said, yes, we forecasted it, we said it was going to happen. Another thing you can do, apart from using the parallel channel, is to draw trend lines. Okay, so I can actually draw a trend line here. But remember, trend lines, like every other indicator, is, relative. So click on trend lines. We'll come to this point. Let me just go to line charts to make it look easy. So I'll just click on this point and touch this point, and we drag it down. All right, we just touch that point and we drag it down. So that's the, we'll see the trend line there. Right? Now, automatically, I want to draw another trend line, but I'm seeing that this support level is almost behaving like a trend line, right? It's touching here, and it's touching here. Oh my God. See, this is a line and this is a line. Trust me, if it breaks down below, just expect a fall. That's the thing about trend lines. If it's just moving in between, and it will bust. Anywhere it chooses to bust, you just take it that way. All right. Anywhere it chooses to bust, you just take it that way. So this is what we have here. I could draw another trend line here, but the support level has, given us what we need. So there's going to be a breakout soon. All right. It's going to be either upward here or downward here. If it's going downward, what you can do is just expect the downward movement to give you 2% dip first, then 7% dip to clear all these liquidity zones. Or to go as low as it wants to go. But I think it's just gonna stop here and then bounce back up. Now, if it goes up, it could hit this support, this liquidity level, and start going down, because this liquidity level is quite thick. So there's a lot of money here. So I think it's likely going to go up, collect the money here. People are going to cash out the money here, and then to go down, touch this thick money here for people to take the money there. So don't be intimidated by all this technical information. It's just take it that trading is like, it's all about probability. There's no 100% certainty, but you can have 90-95% clarity once there's market direction. But right now, market is sideways for Bitcoin. So it's important, even if I turn it to Heikin-Hashi candlesticks, what am I going to get? Totally indecisive. I mean, crazy indecisive candles. All these candles here, there's no market direction. It's not as if it wants to dip. Yes, if it dips, it will touch here or touch here, no problem. Don't worry yourself. you are trading with enough, at least if you are doing manual trading, 30% dip in price, compulsory, right? So that protects you, and then uptrend or downtrend, whichever way. Well, here's what I tell you to do most times. Most times in my trading, I said if the market bias is red, just take 1.5% and get out. And so I will remind you on that again. When market bias is red and you want to enter a trade, just take 1.5% and get out. It might pump more than that, but you see, this is what I mean. So if it comes and it starts trading from here, you can just do 1.5% and get out of this liquidity level. Just take your 1.5%, get out of this place because the market is risky in September. All right. Just an advice. That's our method. That's what we teach you, that when market bias is reddish and you want to trade, just take 1.5% and get out. But when there's a clear direction and all the candles are strong, you can target the next support or resistance level. Okay, does anybody have any questions about what we just said? Yeah, you can use your phone. I just like using my laptop, all right, because it helps me see. But yes, Mr. Solomon is on your phone. Yeah, maybe next week I'll just try to do those things on the phone so that people get the hang of it. It's on the phone. It's just that the location of the app of the lines might just be a little different. But thank you for that. Next week, remind me to do the same thing on the phone. Maybe it will be more easier for people to follow through. But I love the wide screen the laptop gives to me. All right, so that is how we draw the support and resistance. We've shown you the trend line. We show you what Bitcoin is going to do. Market movement is going to be massive. So you can see, this is why our beloved Acro is also been indecisive of late. All right, it's also been indecisive of late. I showed you at the webinar yesterday. Acro was pumping like crazy all through August, and it's still going to pump like crazy this month. So this is what I did yesterday. Let me show you what I did yesterday. It's still the same parallel channel. All right. Yesterday webinar was around yeah, it was around 9 o'clock, right? Yeah. So I drew this parallel channel. I saw that it had hit this bottom and it had hit this top and this top also. So I told myself, okay, I have this top here and this top here, and I drew the parallel channel. And based on what I saw, the price was around here. Okay. And I told myself that this thing is likely going to go up. That this line and this line is like a mini support level. And that this market is going to go up. Go up to which point? I said at least to the middle. I was about dropping that signal, but I just told myself, hey, don't bother people dropping signal this. We have to be very careful dropping signal this month. All right. So this was it. And I said, this thing is likely going to go up here and just target 5%. I was about dropping that signal. I kind of forgot. Maybe I slept off or something. Okay. So that was what I wanted to drop as at yesterday night, because as at last night, that was Monday, the market was just around here. So if we had dropped that signal, you'd have gotten 5%. I need you to understand that it's the same logic for every chart pattern. Okay, it's the same logic for every chart pattern. This is what helps us to give you the signals we give to you. All right, and you could have come in here taking 5%, and the market will not go against you. You just go straight and give you that 5%, like sniper level trading using the support level. Okay, now trust me, it will come down. If it comes down again, it might touch this point. When it thought, I feel it could. This is support, this is a resistance line right now, so it might face down. When it touches down here, trust me, it will start heading off. So learn to use parallel channels. All you need for your parallel channel is 2 points on one side, Remember, in the downtrend, you want to draw from the top. So I just joined 2 tips here to here. Then I dragged it forward. Okay. At that time, all of this side was not showing, And when I dragged it forward, I realized that this thing moved up here and it's coming down. Well, it could come down to this point, but we don't care because we trade with, we trade with 30% deep tolerance. And guess what? Here, it just went straight, hit the 5%, hit the support line. It went beyond the support line, and that's it, money in the bank. So this is how you can trade. You don't even need anyone to give you signals. You can generate your own signals. It's that easy. And this session is being recorded. Just go watch it. Then begin to test, draw your lines, draw your parallel channels, and begin to see the shape of the chart. I want to add another indicator, but this is not a do or die indicator. I just saw Dr. Money our V6 leader post it, and I think it's something worth having or knowing. Of course, we've always known divergence, all right? And I don't want to complicate you. If what I say now doesn't make sense, just ignore it. You see, this line, just trying to get this to. Let me just take it to this place. You see here and here. Here is a little higher than here. Here is higher than here. All right. The lowest tip is what I'm talking about. Here is a little higher than here. If I should zoom it in, you will see that look at the line, it went up a little bit. It may not be too clear to you, but it went up a little bit. But when you go to the corresponding line up there, if you go to the corresponding position up there, let me go to horizontal line, or sorry, vertical line. Look at this line. This is this. And this is also the other bottom tip. I'm trying to draw it. Now, here is showing that the lower, I mean, it's a higher low. This is low and this is higher low, right? This is lower than this. But right here, it's showing us that this is lower than this. That's a divergence. I'm not going too deep into divergence because there's so many types of those things, but just realize that this is what you need to know. When you see that there's a higher low, and for the corresponding location, it's a lower low in the chart, it means there's likely going to be a reversal. All right, that means the sell momentum is weakening. All right, so just take note of it. This is a lower low, higher low. All right, so this is a higher low. But on the chart, the corresponding point is a lower low, not a higher low. What does that tell me? It tells me that this is a divergence and the price is going down and it's about losing momentum. That's a signal that the sell is losing momentum. It took some time. Right here, I could have told you that you can take a trade and fire it up. You're going to get profit. You can see what happened at the end of the day. So I'm not telling you to trade blindly based on divergence, but I'm just telling you, even if you had come here, because after this green candle, you put in your trade here, and you say you want to target the next, now remember, don't target the next support, because sometimes just try and target the heights lower than the previous high. That's what I always do. Target the heights a little lower than the previous high, all right, to be safe. 7%, it delivered that for you. It's delivered that for you. Did it deliver that 7% for you? Let's see. Yeah, it delivered 7% comfortably. All right. And of course, remember, you draw a parallel channel, so you are also monitoring the price. And when you see 1, 2, 3, you can just take your profits and walk away. All right. When you see those strong candles, 1, 2, 3, don't wait for the 5, 6 one, because the 5th or 6th one might not go in your direction, and it has touched the top of the parallel channel, which gives you a sign that, hey, come on, it's time to reverse. I just felt that let me add that value to you today. All right. So look at this one. Compare the example we gave earlier to this one. Okay. Look at this tip. This is low. This is a higher low. All right. Look at this again. All right. Let's look at it again. This is a low. I'm just putting this line based on this point, right? Then this is a higher low, right? So it's a higher low, which means the price is supposed to go higher. But the price on the chart, the candlestick, is showing you that it's coming down. That's another kind of divergence. Okay? It's just another kind of divergence. Look at it right there. That is a sign to show you that right here, you know, this thing is closing out. There is going to be a reversal soon. And you can see, boom, 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 take some profit and walk away. Because if you look at it, this is a high, and this is a higher high, which is fine because this is a high and this is a higher high. That's the way it should work. But when you see a low, a higher low, you know, so you're expecting a higher low here, and you're not getting a higher low, you're getting a lower low. That's divergence, warning you that your, you know, market is getting saturated, price is going to reverse any moment soon. So none of this is 100% correct, but it's just a skill set. This is another skill that, I mean, we're just giving it to you so that you can become good traders. My job is just to make you as good a trader as you can be, so that you can be making a lot of money with the bot. All right. And I'm looking for 10 people over the next couple of months and years who can be the engine room of signal generation. I wouldn't love to be the only one generating signal. If we have an engine room of signal generators, somebody can say what he's seeing on the charts, monitor the coin, and everybody go confirm it, debate on it, and we decide what the best take profit is, what the best entry is, and all that, and we drop it. So that's the kind of team I want to create. But I'm a long way from reaching there. We have a lot of capable traders in the team, and I hope that they are going to get the big picture with time, because we want our people to make money. That's just bottom line. Okay, so I've done a lot of chart analysis today, and I hope that suffices. You can go experiment with the divergence indicator. Okay, look at the line you drew here again. This is a higher, this is a high, and this is a lower high. Okay, this is a high and this is a lower high, and of course I can see that it matches because this is a high and this is a lower high, so that's good. You know, that's good for me. It said bear, but I would not bother about this one. Okay, I won't bother about this one because this is lower direction and the price actually did a lower direction, so no worries. But this one is saying, let's look at this one. This one is saying low and a higher low, a higher low. But on the chart, we're getting a lower low. All right, here we have a low and then a lower low. The corresponding point is low, higher low. Higher low, lower low. So that means a reversal is about to happen. Once you see that thing, please just know a reversal is about to happen, and you can see it happening here. Boom. So once you see that here, you can target it that when the price hits the support level, you just enter your trade. And once you enter your trade here, just relax. You can tolerate 30% drop in price, but you can see it's actually executed. These are some of the secrets that people see in the charts, and nobody's going to tell you about it. Okay. So the divergence indicator is not just about when it is pointing up. No, when it is curving and pointing up, it's just a tip of the strategy. The lines it draws for you can let you know when you're about to have a reversal or saturation point, but you have to be kind of keen-sighted to spot that. So that is it about market analysis. I want to just now quickly go to the RoyalQ Motion International trading charts. So this is the chart you must understand. If you start RoyalQ, you must use this chart to set your trades. They've created this as an Excel sheet for you. They call it RoyalQ I call it method 1. Okay. I call it method 1. Because I personally don't believe in magic. But I believe in miracles, but not magic. I also believe that if you understand the method and practice it enough, it becomes magical. Okay. So the method 1, or popularly called magic 1, requires a minimum capital of $320. So you can use it for $500, you can use it for $1,000, but the minimum is $320. Okay. So what do you do? Now, this is for hands-on trading, not autopilots, pure hands-on trading. So what you do is you decide your capital. Oh, I have up to $320. Just come and use magic 1, method 1. All right. What does method 1 entail? Remember, you have to do these settings in your RoyalQ app. I want you to note that you can save settings in your RoyalQ app. Does everybody here know how to save their settings? We've had videos in the past that explained all of this, all right? We've had videos in the past that explained all of this and how you can set your settings. But I want to know if everyone here knows how to save their settings in RoyalQ. If you know how to save your settings in RoyalQ, just type 1. Because it's not every time you get a signal, you start typing all of these things. Okay. We have videos in the past. Are you with your RoyalQ app, Madam Goodness? Are you with your RoyalQ app? Please, if you know how to save your settings in RoyalQ, type 1. If you don't know,
I don't know how to set. Goodness, I don't know how to set.
yeah, but I now asked you, are you with your RoyalQ app there?
No.
So how are you going to practice what you?
I actually haven't even registered. I'm
Uh,
just joining. I'm joining for the second time.
okay, that's fine. So just joining.
Mhm.
There's no matter what I show you now, you still ask this question when you join, whenever you activate. So don't worry. Once you activate, then we'll get started. Okay,
All right.
Mr. Izu knows how to do this. So it's simple. Just go to your RoyalQ app. You click on mine, and then you click on my strategy settings. My strategy settings. We have videos for this, okay? I'm just pointing it out. And when you click on my strategy settings, on the top right, you're going to see a plus sign. You click on the plus sign, and when you click on the plus sign, you're going to see, you're just going to start typing risk type. You want to pick radical. You're going to see remark. You put in based on your capital. You put in settings for your remark can be anything. So you can put settings for $1,500. And enter your settings. And you save them. All right. You save them. So once you save those settings, anytime you have a signal, anytime there's a signal, you simply open the coin and import your settings. So taking our signals can take you just 15 seconds. Then after entering the signal, you now go set your strategy mode to sub-in mode, real-time settlement. And you now set your take profits. That's all. Within 30 seconds, you finish setting everything about the trade. Less than 30 seconds. And that is the beauty of this chart here. So let's just quickly look at it before I call it a day. We started late. So, all right. So risk type radical. So let's just say you have, remember the minimum is 320, right? That means $20 startup, first buying amount, then 300 extra for buying the margin calls. So, but let's just say you have 1,020. What do? You come here, you put $1,000. You can only change the remark. Click on $1,000. And when you click on $1,000, everything here changes. This place changes. And just observe, this is 0.2, 0.5, 0.2, 0.5. 1414. So let me go change this back to 500. All right. So look at this side changed. It's no longer 1414. All right. So this Excel sheet changes as you change the value here. So it's a good tool for you. So anybody in this team can simply say, all right, so what is my current capital? My capital is, once it's over $320, my capital is $750. So I would just say, okay, let me say my capital is $900. I can just say 920 because 20 is the first buying amount. So I have $920. So I can come here, put 900 here. First buying amount is always 20, and that's it. You can see it's buying 0.9, 3.6 times, 0.9 times, 3.6 times. That's what the Excel sheet is for. So it's for easy duplication. Use the Excel sheets, and first buying amount is 20. Open position double, don't enable it. We have a recording of all of this, all right? So I don't want to waste too much time explaining this, but what you need to know is the percentage dip. You can see if you sum up all of these percentage call drops, it gives you 30%. So the method 1 gives you 30% dip tolerance. And it's very important because market can go against you every time. Because the market is really unpredictable. In the bull run, we can go back to our original setting where 25% of our capital is the first buying amount. We had that setting too. But because the market is so bearish and unpredictable, that is why we say, please, everyone, try to tolerate 30% drop in price, because we've seen this happen again and again and again and again. You want to be making money even as the coin goes against you. Okay, so that's how you enter the settings. That is for, and of course, the guy's name is Abdurrahim Salisu. Yeah, these guys have done a great job with the Excel sheet. All right, so Magic 2, minimum capital is, did they put minimum capital here? Okay, minimum first buy is 15. Okay, let's look down here. Okay, so I can get, this is an autopilot setting. Magic 2 is an autopilot setting. And that is why you see the strategy period is cycle. Yeah, cycle. In the method 1, strategy period is one shot. Okay. But in method 2 is cycle. So that's it. You enter your capital as you wish, and that's it. You trade. So you can decide to trade with sorry. You might not be able to change this. This is just for, yeah, this is just to show you that it requires $500 to trade. Okay. First buying amount is 15. All of that margin call level is 50. You can use this, but come on, for me, I don't think you can do autopilot with $500. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, but you can try this. Your method will not be as effective as our, because here is 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. While our autopilot setting is 0.3% each. So we would have bought, one person using our method would have gotten 3 times, 0.3, 0.6, 0.3, while you're waiting to buy once, All right, so Magic 2 is also a cycle. Okay, it's a one-shot method. All right, Magic 2 is also a one-shot method. And this is for those with, lower capital. You can see the minimum capital here is, $100. So really, somebody that has $100 can come to RoyalQ, decide to use this method to trade. He will be able to tolerate 25% dip. All right, but he will be able to make money. Please, it's important. You need to understand this Excel sheet because it makes life easy for you and your team. Even if people are doing autopilot, they can still be trading manually with our signals. All right. And that's it. And of course, so many of these things, we can keep checking them on various other meetings. Okay, does anybody have any special coin in mind? This is 10:13. Does anybody have any special coin in mind they want us to look at? Before we look at that, I want to remind you of your fundamental analysis tool. Please, this month of September, let's always look at this cryptopanic.com. Cryptopanic.com is very important for you to know what's happening. All right, so you just click on news, then you come here, select top news. Bitcoin volume on exchanges declined to 2020 levels. What does it signal? You can click on it and read. According to reports, the transaction volume in Bitcoin decreased to the levels of 2020, which was the starting year of the great bull. All right, so this might be like a good news. All right, telling people bull run is coming, bull run is coming. Get interested in the market, and that's why maybe Bitcoin has not crashed, because the price now is saying is 2020 level. Let's go confirm if it's the same thing as 2020 levels. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Oh, sorry, for Bitcoin. Sorry, for Bitcoin. 4-hour chart. Where is 2020? The price now is here, 25,000. So let's go look for 2020. This is 2023. 2022. Let's fly. Okay. 2021. And where are we now? Oh, this is not even showing anymore. Okay. Sorry. All right. Whoa. Yeah. It's about that. 25,000. Whoa. This is insane. All right. This is insane. Exactly. Wow. We are 25,000. This is crazy. So you see why Bitcoin has not collapsed, because this is the same level. Wow. What did I just do? All right. So I need us to also understand what's happening here, because this is huge, ladies and gentlemen. This is huge, extraordinarily huge. I can change to the daily chat, but what's this guy telling me? Come on, I'm not ready to pay for anything. Why? How you being a nuisance? All right. So this is 2021. Yeah. So this is it. This is January 2021. And this is right here. You know what? I'm going to draw a vertical line. Sorry, a horizontal line right here. I mean, this is extraordinary. And I'm going to change the line to, I'm going to change the line's color to something else. I'm going to change it to, yeah, I'm going to change it to this, because I want us to go back to where we are today. And oh my God, this level was the beginning of 2021 bullish momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, that's why we say read Crypto Panic, because this kind of opened our eyes. So we are like people starting crypto 2021, and the bullish momentum was crazy from then. Come on, what do you think is going to happen now to Bitcoin? Now I understand why Bitcoin has been flat. Let me go back to the 1-hour chart. Now I understand why Bitcoin has been flat here. There's every possibility that if it does go down like this, it's just momentary. That will be lower than 2021. So in fact, the bullish momentum might shock everybody when it pumps anytime from this September or September ending. It's going to go poop, hit here, and from here, it will fire off. So this line, 29,000, is exactly, I mean, this is what you can get from Crypto Panic News. and sometimes there's coins at the edge of it. European Central Bank blasts PayPal in push for its own CBDC. Of course, these governments want to control everything. Decentralized domination. Okay, look at USDT news. Theta Holdings become the world's to the second largest US Treasury bond holder. Oh, wow. So you see, that's good news for Theta. Okay. And you can keep SEC shocker. Ripple XRP deemed valueless. Has the agency lost its patch? Forget about SEC. They just go in cycles. They themselves are traders, so they're using the news to manipulate things. SEC has no grounds to reject Bitcoin ETF conversion. Grayscale. So you can read all the news. If you have a special coin, look at the name. Solana users fall to lowest level in more than 2 years. So this might be a bad news for Solana. Let's see. What's happened to Solana? Okay, no, let's go to here. What's happening to Solana? You just have to be reading those news once in a while. Just keep yourself comfortable. Okay. So Solana has, of course, been dipping like every other coin. All right, so you can see it's also trying to pump itself up. Right, so that's the news that means that maybe Solana might dip a little bit. And this news came out 47 minutes ago. So just expect Solana to dip. This news is not too good for Solana. So you can keep exploring all of this. For our autopilot trade setting, all right, let's get down to our autopilot trade setting. Because of the low volatility that is being experienced, we want to encourage people to set their trade, take profit to 1.6%. All right. I'm going to set up an account right after this session. I'm going to help a member of the team set up an account. But just remember that it's 1.6% is good to go. I analyze it with Mr. Izu. Mr. Izu, you want to chip in something about what brought us to the decision of taking 1.6%? Are you where you can talk, Mr. Izu? Okay, I don't know if Mr. Izu is where you can talk now. All right, but for the autopilot setting, because of the moderate volatility, we decided that, okay, let's go with 1.6%. And for autopilot traders, you can also have some BNB in Binance. You can have because Binance will always charge you for every profit you make, every trade, right? Maker fee, maker taker fee, and all that. So what you can do is to have some BNB and go to a setting in Binance and say, Binance, take my fees from BNB. And that's going to give you a 25% discount on the fees that Binance takes for your trade. So I think every trader should just have some USDT and go check their settings and say, I want my fees to be taken via BNB. Another very important thing I'd like to say before we call it today is this. When you're trading some coins with RoyalQ, don't go manually selling those coins on Binance. Okay, so if you are trading ADA, for example, Cardano, and you have $1,000 worth, let's just say you have, 30,000 Cardano, just for the sake of this discussion. You see that 30,000 Cardano, make sure you don't touch it. Even if you are holding some Cardano on your own, some ADA on your own before, you see that amount that RoyalQ is trading, make sure you don't. If you want to sell some of your Cardano which you've been holding, don't sell everything. Just make sure you sell just a part and calculate to make sure that you don't touch the one RoyalQ is trading, because if you touch what RoyalQ is trading, you're going to cause system panic. The bot is going to abandon the trade for you to handle it by yourself, and it's going to charge you. It's going to penalize you for tampering with the trade. So this is something that we all need to know, and I hope we knew this right from 2021. All right, But it just dawned on me that we need to reiterate it because I saw somebody in the group trying to also, complain about that. So I want to thank you all for being here. I hope the things we covered has given you more light. So tell me, was today's session insightful? Was it exciting? Did you learn new things? I would like to hear one or two comments from the team.
Hello?
If you unmute yourself, go ahead.
Can I talk?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
all right. I think I really enjoyed today's Zoom training. One thing that I can say I learned today is the drawing of the charts, as in how you were able to put the resistance and the support. Even though I don't really understand it fully, but as much as possible, I try to follow up and I could, read the higher low and lower low the way you were putting it. So it was something completely new to me, which is one thing I've always wanted to learn. So I just want to thank you. I appreciate it. I want to believe
Right.
that the more I join, the more I will be able to learn the more. I'm not very fast learner, so to speak, but at least the little I learn, I'm able to understand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my goodness. Really appreciate. We look forward to your, going all out and grabbing the opportunity. This is the safest opportunity in the world, and it works. And I think it's worth every effort you put into it. Thank you.
Thank
Any
you.
other person want to say something about the session tonight? While you think that there's something, a signal was dropped by the. Yeah, Mr. Akko Benjamin, go ahead.
Oh, greetings, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
And my greetings to everyone online. Thank you for the presentation. I think I joined late and I've been busy. I couldn't give much attention. But the area of defense robot settings, which one do you think that somebody with 500 USDT can go for? And could such individual use autopilot for 500, sir?
Personally for me,
Can you hear me, sir?
autopilot for 500, yes. Personally for me, autopilot for 500, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. Autopilot for 500.
Is there any setting for that?
For me, for $500,
Yeah.
do manual one-shot trading. Okay. For $500, do manual one-shot trading, not autopilot.
Hands-on.
Hands-on, yes. And I showed you the method one. The method one gives you all you need. So if you have $500, just come here to the remark and put 500. Well, if what you have is $480, because they will take the first buying amount from that 500. So let's just say you have 520. All right. So you just put 500 here.
Or 420. Or 400.
No. You have 500. So it's either you put 500 here or 480, because there's also first buying amount of $20. Okay. Now, when you put this, it will automatically give you the settings you need to use. So just use your magic wand, and it's one shot. So when the signal comes, just enter it and use the settings. Look at it, gives you 20 margin calls, 30% deep tolerance, and it's telling you need $520 for it. That's all. So use the method one, or what's called magic one, for $500. Do your analysis of the chart, take your trades. All right.
Well, I will say come and ask for your assistance actually. Possibly I will come in for 400 plus 408. Okay, sir.
No problem. Anytime you're ready, your first one or two trades, I can look at the chart and guide you to set it to take the trades. All right. Now, what I want to show
Thank you,
you
sir.
is a signal that just came out, dropped by the RoyalQ to Motion International. They said Sun. They said to take 2% on Sun. Now, this is like a quick review of everything we've done. So let's do a quick review. First things first. When you come into the trade setup, you want to turn this to line chart. When you turn it to line charts, you just want to draw your support and resistance lines using the horizontal line. All right, so this is one location here. Okay, I have to change this to the normal color because, I'm just changing the normal color. Then this is another point here, right here. Okay, then this is another point here. This is another point here. Okay, let me see if this is what it's from here to here should be like. This is not what it really. I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna bring this down to the lower points. Yeah, because this is another point here. Okay, because I like I like there being enough room for even if it's 1.5% in between the lines. Okay, then we have this top here. Okay, then we also have this line here. Then we have this noise here. And after that, we have this here. Okay, so I think we've drawn for Sun. I'm just showing you how you can do this from scratch, right? So we've done this for Sun, and you can keep drawing higher and higher if you want to. But of course, right now the price is low, and we've estimated the charted waters. All right, so put this on candlestick, and here we go. So what's happening? Let's look at what's happening here. We have a higher high. This is a high, a higher high, a higher high, a higher high. And see what we're having here is lower low. What we're having here is lower low. So it's clear to me that the divergence. Okay, so let me remove the divergence indicator and trade with our normal indicator, which is market bias, very popular market bias. Let's see what's the trend telling us. Oh, the trend telling us, man, we are on a bearish momentum. We've been on a bearish momentum since, okay? And we are on a bearish momentum. So just realize that the price has been coming down, okay? Just realize that. So, okay, that's a good point to note. We have our liquidity levels here. And what can we do? All right, so this level has been tested once, twice, three, it has tested it several times. So this is a good point to enter a trade. But how much profit do you take here? Don't take too much. Remember, market bias is red. It's been reddish, so you can just take, remember I say 1.5% or 2%. So look at the support line, 1.5%. Just take it and get out. Take 1.5% and get out. They said 2%, but trust me, just take 1.5% and get out. The signal said 2%, but for me, take 1.5% and get out. It might get to this liquidity level, it might get to the support level and give you 3%. Who knows? Who knows? But just enter this trade, go for 1.5% and call it a day. That's a signal for you right now. You can go into this trade if you've entered your settings from the RoyalQ to Motion International. Just using support and resistance, you can trade. And you can see it has spiked recently. You see, it's repeating itself. It spiked, it spiked, it spiked, it spiked, it spiked. Who says it's not going to spike sometime? It can also spike downwards. That's why we say you should have 30% deep tolerance. That's a clear signal. I just drew this chart from beginning to the end. If you want to remove the market bias and put the MACD signal indicator. I love the MACD. All right, MACD is let's see what MACD is doing. All right, MACD has already showed some bullish momentum. So yeah, you can just enter this trade based on the price being close to the support. If it goes against you, it will bounce back up and go in your favor. So you can enter that trade right now. Take that as a signal. I'm going to drop the signal, but I'm going to change their take profit to 1.5 because this is September. We don't want anybody to be caught napping in the market. So that's it. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. And this is what we do on Tuesdays. Please keep coming. Well, you just keep coming for 1 month. Once you sign up anybody, tell the person on Mondays and Tuesdays, they should come for 1 month. This is like a training course. It's like a master's course. We want to make you to become a master trader for you to be able to give signals, because I don't want to be the only one giving those signals. So for you to become a master trader, you just need some discipline and being able to see the direction of the charts. All right. All right. Just being able to see the direction of the charts. Okay. So what governed our entry right here? The entry is because this has been tested several times. 1, 2, it has been, this level has been tested several times. And so we just want you to just enter here, watch out for. Now you can draw. Let's do this. For the sake of analysis, let's draw parallel channel. Okay. Let's draw a parallel channel from these two lines. You just need for parallel channel, you need to have 2 lines. All right. So let me just, I want to draw 2 parallel channels to show you the first one. So this was the first one, and we drew it like this because the market does change, right? So this was the first parallel channel. See how the market obeyed it. This bottom and this bottom. Remember, for uptrend, you draw from the bottom. For downtrend, you draw from the top. Now, look at this. I just saw these 2 lines, and I knew that the next thing is going to go up, and it went up. And it could have reversed here, but it went up, and it coincided with the support line. Then it came down, touched here. But you see that when it touched here, it went down. So this means when it went down, the probability was that it will still go up. But, it went down. It didn't go up, it went down. So that has changed the dynamics of the parallel channel. So I can decide to say, I want to draw my parallel channel with these 2 lines. This line and this line. Okay? And the moment I draw it here, you see it went up and reversed on this line. So you have to be dynamic about these things. It hit this line and then began to reverse. Okay? And right now it's just like playing sideways markets. No direction market. That's what it's just playing. All right. And if you want to further, sorry, I don't get tired of talking about these things. We're supposed to say good night. Let's draw a parallel channel like now that is going downwards. Okay. Like now that is going downwards. So let me try from here. I just need these 2 tips. Then I draw it and stretch it. All right. Then I just take it down here. I can tell you that the market is going to be playing yo-yo. As long as it's sideways, it's going to be playing yo-yo between this band. See, it's going to go up. That's why I say do 1.5% and get out. Don't stay too long because it's sideways market. Then it's going to likely come back down here. So that's just how it is. All right, thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate your patience. It's 10:37. See you again on Monday. Try invite your prospects. Tell them we are on a course to educate people on trading.
Thank you, sir.
We've mastered the bot, and we want people to know that with the knowledge we have, you can make money, even if it's with $100. Of course, we recommend having trading capital of $350 and above. And if you don't have $3,000 now, don't despair. Keep trading with hands-on. If you don't have people you want to pair with, keep trading with hands-on. One day you'll get $3,000. But when you get that $3,000, please don't put it in a Ponzi scheme, because there'll be temptation to put it in a Ponzi scheme, get it back within 1 month. Don't do that. Bring it and trade with RoyalQ. The $3,000 is your seed to $1 million in 5 years. Thank you very much, and good night, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. And good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.